All right, this is going to be a message to all of my earth angels. All right, but it's going to be a really, really deep message. Okay, you guys. So remember, these are not personal. All right, but this will get kind of personal. Okay, so this is something that most people have been wanting to hear. This is probably something that most people have been wanting to see. All right. So there's a situation where there could be a group. All right. This could be a group, this could be a family thing. But the message that I am getting out from spirit is trying to tell me to help somebody. All right. So there's a situation where somebody really, really wants to control you. All right. Somebody is really eager to control you, or somebody thinks everything about you is a competition. Okay. So I'm going to get right into it. Now, the message that I was getting out where I ever heard somebody say, oh, yeah, it's going to be, this is a problem. That is a problem. Everything is a problem with you. All right. So, what I was doing was the thing that I wanted to do was open up a daycare. All right. But I realized that there are grown people that are still suffering from childhood wounds, or we call it childhood trauma. All right. So, like, when you hear people talking about their mom, or you hear people talking about their dad, it's really deep. All right. So, it's even if you're dealing with child, or you're like a teacher, and like, say, for instance, you want to be a teacher, you can be a teacher, but still the child has to go home. All right. So, now I noticed this, all right? You can be a leader, all right? But somebody had to teach the leader, all right? And you could be like, all right, a therapist, but somebody had to teach the therapist, all right? Now, I'm just going to give an example. Like, when people go through childhood trauma, or people look at you and they see as competition, or oh, this person is going to be a problem, or if you say something that triggers another person, it's probably something from childhood, or something from childhood. All right. So somebody here could have been very, very controlling. All right. Now, I'm just going to give an example. Now, when I was a child, there was a situation where, and I don't speak about my childhood because it's not how you break generational curses. Okay. So, when I was a child, I had to be about 7 or 8. But that's when the childhood trauma, which I'm not knowing what childhood trauma is. I think I was about 7 or 8, but it was my mother's boyfriend. And you hear how girls, now it wasn't like a rape thing, but the man tried to touch me. Okay. And I'm still the same way. I always been like, okay, something is wrong. When I feel like something is wrong, something is wrong. All right. Now, this man was arguing in the other room with my mother. All right. My mother had 6 kids. Just listen to the story. And I'm going to tell you how to get over childhood trauma. Now, my mother had 6 kids, and they were in there. They were just fighting. I guess he liked to get drunk. Now, as a 6-year old, or I could have been 6 or 7, whatever, somewhere in there. All right. However old I was still a fucking kid. You understand what I'm saying? Now, they were in a room and they were arguing. And I don't know what they were arguing about. We were making our little palettes. We were getting ready to go to sleep. I mean, it's kids. It's kids everywhere. All right. So we all like in one room, and we like huddled up or whatever. We hear him, but we tired. We don't care. We're kids, right? And he's beating, I guess he was beating on my mother's window. I don't know what he was doing, all right, but he was doing something to that, whatever. And he couldn't get back in the house because my mother put him out. This is why I say you have to be careful with who you fall in love with, and you have to be careful with liquor, okay? Because regardless, he wasn't even in his right mind, okay? This man was not in his right mind. Now, he jumped inside of the children's window, which was our window. So when the man jumped inside of the window, we didn't know he was still trying to get in the house because everybody was asleep. All right. So I don't know if he walked somewhere and came back and then he couldn't get in the house. No way. And our window must have been open. So he jumped through our window. Now, this man, I don't know if he thought he got through my mother's window. I don't know what this man was thinking about. But when he came in that house, out of all them kids that was there, this man tried to like hop up on top of me. And I had woke up because I'm like, what the hell is going on? Now, I didn't know what was going on, but I felt a rip, like a rip. You know what I'm saying? Like something was being ripped off of me. And I turned around and I just like look him, like I looked this man in his face, like, what the fuck is you doing? As a kid. And he was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But I'm basically frozen and I'm in shock. All right. And he was just like, basically, I will give you this and I will give you that, but don't tell nobody. Don't, and I'm just like, what? And so I'm like, But then I kind of thought to myself, like, no, this is not happening. When you are a child, parents try to make you forget things, okay? People try to make you forget what actually happened. They want you to put it out of your mind, all right? This is why I tell people to work on your childhood trauma, because narcissistic people, they want you to put things out of your mind, or they say that, oh no, this person is going to be this, or this person is going to be that. No. So I was never the type to let nobody touch me. I was never the type to keep my mouth closed. I'm going to tell. All right. I'm going to say exactly how the fuck I feel. All right. But I didn't notice as a child, I was still a little fucking kid. You get what I'm saying? So I woke up in the morning. So y'all remember like those little, I'm just trying to tell you so you know how to heal childhood trauma. Like those little Care Bear, I don't know if y'all can remember, but you remember like those little Care Bear underwear, or I don't know if it was Smurfs or something like that, but I remember having those underwear on. But when I woke up, that's what he ripped. I mean, those things was ripped off of me. So I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, hell no, I wasn't dreaming. Because, as a kid, you don't want to think, like something's going on. But it's all of these kids in here. And I'm like, everybody's knocked out sleep. We didn't hear nothing, but I felt that damn rip. And so when I went to school, I was in my mind because I had to take the underwear off. I just set them on the bathroom floor, but I still had to go to school. Now, my mother, she didn't know nothing that was going on. All right. So I go to school and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, no, something don't feel right. I was like, to myself, I'm like, I don't want to go back to that house. I don't want to go back there. And luckily, I didn't tell my mother, because I will tell you what happened years and years and years later. My mother probably would have never said nothing. She probably would have just let it go over her head, because I realized she was a dickhead. So, anyways, I went and I told the teacher, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And the teacher took me to the office. They called the police. I'm the only kid that's still at the school. All of these people, this man that actually did what he did, now he knew he was wrong, because then he tried to offer me something. Now, the problem is that They all at the school looking for me, but the police is inside of the office at the school. So anytime something happened to you or your kids, you never tell somebody something. I don't know if it was God or something like that with me, but I think I was like blessed at the time. So you never tell the person that, try to assault you, you never tell that person something in front of their lover. All right. You can't tell the mother. I heard a famous lady, she said something about her mother was in love with the pastor and the pastor actually raped her. And the mother, she was so in love, she didn't want to believe it. All right. So this is a situation where we had to go to court. We had to do all of this stuff. Now, let me tell you something. This is where everything gets really dark, and this is where everything gets really, really evil. All right. This is when you're the scapegoat of the family now. Something has to be wrong with you, but he got charged. Okay. He got charged. They found them damn drawers. You get what I'm saying? There's a situation where I'm so little and I still love my mom. I'm so little and I'm thinking to myself, we're in the hospital, if they had to still take an exam, a kit or something like that, nothing really, too major, but I just don't like being, don't touch me. Just don't touch me. All right. Do not touch me. All right. So there's a situation where I'm in the exam room and my mother already know everything that's going on. It's already the next day, but before we get ready to go and take the exam, and go to the hospital, this is where shit gets wicked. My mother tries to drown me in the tub, and I didn't know. So she's like pushing me and stuff like that, and I'm just coming up out of the water. I'm like, what? And she got an attitude. My mother has an attitude. My mother is a Libra. They hate being embarrassed. They hate leaving a spouse. You got to leave them. It's just really, really ridiculous. So I didn't know at the time. I'm so little, I still don't know. It took me to get older to see this inside of this woman. I didn't know what the hell she was doing, but she was pushing me and she kept pushing me inside the tub. And I'm just like looking at her. But then I came up for some water. I came up out of the tub like, and I gave her one of those looks like what the hell are you doing? I was just looking at my mama like, what the hell are you doing? And this is what dick can do to you. Okay. I'm just going to tell you like that. This is exactly what it can do to you. And I had to get older to figure out what that facial expression was from her. It took me a long time. And so this is what I mean. When I hear people say, oh, my mama ain't shit, my daddy ain't shit, nobody come and see me, I don't do none of that. I have to forgive because it's a generational curse. Something happened to her in her childhood, and she used to always tell me, forget about it, forget about it. But there's a situation where you have to learn how to break the generational curse. And this is where mine started at. So there's a situation where she was pushing me, and I'm like, I didn't know what the hell was going on. But I realized when I got in the hospital, she was talking on the phone. When the doctor goes out of the hospital room, she's on the phone with the man. And my mother's on the phone with the man that actually, tried to touch me. And my mother's on the phone with the man, and I'm hearing his voice, and she's like, no, just tell me the truth. Did this really happen? Did this really happen? And I'm a kid. In my mind, I'm like, wow, you don't believe me? Like, in my mind, I'm like, damn, you don't even believe me. Like, you really a dickhead. But I didn't know that. I say it now, though. Like, damn, you really is a dickhead. So there's a situation where that really didn't bother me, but it kind of freaked me out. Like it really freaked me out. And so my mother got to a point. Now, this is back in the 80s, like really in the 80s, where, everybody is like scamming, selling this and, doing this and doing that. So, it was a hustling thing. Now, our family had a different type of hustle. If I told you what the hustle was, they probably all would be dead. This is why I tell people, if I was in Hollywood, I would have a lot of people to sacrifice if I had hate in my heart. I don't have no hate in my heart. But there's a situation where I got older and I realized this. I don't know if women have babies just to keep men, but there was some weird shit going on. Some women are so weird, they will have a baby just to keep a man and then neglect the fucking kids. Women are fucking weird. You might think the man is weird, men are weird too. But women are weird. When you are a woman, and the only way that you break up with a man is if the man is actually like, has to be taken away or something like that, it's just fucking weird. So when I get older, two different men that she was talking to tried to talk to me, not try to just sleep with me. They want to date me. Like, what? No, I want to date you. I tell my mother, and one of the men, now I'm older, and this is really what made me leave her alone. This is what made me leave her alone, but not in a bad way, not in a disrespectful way, because I am so deep, I have to understand who you are. Like, I really have to understand what happened to you to make you this way. And that's what I understood. No hate, is just healing. Now, somebody might say, oh, I can't talk about nothing like that. It's a controlling system. They don't want you to talk about it. They don't want you to say what happened. But this is so weird. It affected my oldest sister with men. It affected my oldest sister because my oldest sister, this is a whole damn demon too. Now, that is an Aries. And she's the type of person where the man was fighting with my mom, another man. Now, this time, my cousin and my sister saw what the man was trying to, he's trying to do to me. He's trying to date me and shit. I didn't want to tell my mother nothing because I knew how my mother was. But my sister and my cousin, they went and told her, and she just stood there and looked. She didn't know what to do because she was so in love. Weird, just some weird shit. You get what I'm saying? So, anyways, there's a situation where my oldest sister, my mother was fighting, and the man, he would always throw my oldest sister in it. And my oldest sister, my mother would always, every time he'd be like, oh no, you're not gonna touch her. You scared of her, you scared of her. And my mother would beat the hell out of my oldest sister. And that's what made her narcissistic, like just narcissistic. Me, I was still little, I didn't know what the hell was going on, just weird shit going on all around me. All right, we had good times and good things was going on, but at the same time, that hidden shit that don't nobody talk about, the dark things that don't nobody talk about. So even when you go to a therapist, like they say, the internet is not therapy. Don't tell nobody your business. Don't do this. Don't do that. You have to hide family secrets. Woo, woo, woo. I understand where people be coming from when they're mad. But if you're really mad, if you know how to really heal yourself, then that's what you do. But somebody wants to control what you say, or somebody wants to control how you feel. No, don't let nobody control what you say or control how you feel. So there's a situation here where I get older, right? I'm old. Like right now, I'm old. You get what I'm saying? And I guess her and her boyfriend broke up. Me, I'm always out the way. Me, I'm always handling my business. I'm always doing something else. All right. So I come over and it's Christmas. All right. My favorite little holiday. So it's Christmas and he knocks at the door. So him and my mama done broke up. This man knocks at the door and the man comes and my mom come to me and she was like, I don't know what he want. I guess he seen my car outside. And he said, tell her, this is why I tell you people are demons. Tell her, oh, I had to tell her something. So this man said he got a message from God. So this man said he got a message from God. This is why I tell you about witches and warlocks, these groups. And you be thinking people is like, they church ready, they dressed up, they look nice and everything like that. He was like, I have to tell you something personal. And I want you to call me so I can tell you this revelation that God gave me. The revelation was he's supposed to marry me. What? So I go tell my mama like a kid supposed to, even though I'm an adult. Now, I didn't know what was happening when I was a child, but I seen that same look on her face where she just looked at me like she despised me. Like I would really sleep with this fucking man. Like, I don't want to sleep with nobody that sleep with you. That's just how I am. I don't even want to sleep with nobody that sleep with you. So she was so mad. And I'm just like, but I didn't know what the look was. And I'm looking at her and she kind of like brushing me off, whatever. And now me, I'm always a helper. I'm going to always help my mom. I don't care. I'm going to always help her. So I keep trying to help her. She got an attitude like I'm a bitch on the street. You get what I'm saying? She got an attitude. And I'm like, I tell you the truth and you still think I'm lying to you? Like, why would I talk to him? So she talked to him. She come to me and say, oh, she don't tell me. She don't tell me that he didn't say that. She say, oh yeah, he's getting ready to do this. And he told me about all of my kids that you weren't going to have anything. He said that this kid was going to have this and this kid was going to have that. And I'm just looking at her like I'm knowing not to say nothing, but I'm looking at her like, is you, are you are you really doing this? Like, you really doing this? Like, you're not even with this man and this man disrespect you. And I tell you that the man is disrespecting you. But then you come to me and that's when I knew, hey, ain't no saving this woman. All right. Ain't no saving this woman. But it's like she wanted me to keep something quiet, or when it's a family situation or like somebody got something one up over you, just some weird ass shit. And then my oldest sister, she does the same thing. This is how my second oldest sister got killed. Some weird stuff. Now you might say to yourself, how did you make it out? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I stayed after school. I was the only kid in all of the sports. I didn't even go home. I did not even fucking go home. You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't know what was going on inside that house either. Okay. Now, my older sister, she come to me just weird. Now, me, I'm the type of person, if you family, you family. Like, if you family, you family. You can't sit down with this woman if she's not talking about somebody else or talking really, really bad about somebody else's business. You will never, even if she heard this message, you will never see her sit down and talk about something positive. She's always talking about somebody else. Me, delusional. I didn't know what was going on. So she talking bad about my sister. Now, my second oldest sister, she passed away. She was like me, kind of like out the way. Now, my sister say her man tried to, touch her. Her man did. My sister's boyfriend tried to touch my oldest sister. This is what she's saying. But she in so much contact with this man. I see how she move around everybody's lover. I see how she moves around everybody's spouse. And she's just like, you know that this girl is about to get married. You know that this girl is about to do this. You know that this girl is about to do that. My second oldest sister, she was always on her shit. You know what I'm saying? So and I'm just like, what? I'm like, so what did she say? And she was like, she don't even believe me. She don't even believe me. But she talking to this man. She talking to this man writing her letters. Me, if I tell you somebody tried to talk to me, I'm not sitting there talking to them. Like, how's you get in contact with this man? And then you sit there and read it on her deathbed. Now, when you think to yourself, like, oh no, this is not happening. When people try to set you up, this childhood trauma stuff, you have to let it out, or you have to be really, really over it, or see where another person gets their thinking from. Now, this thinking that was going on inside of my house or my family, I don't know, but my mother, this was just a man thing with my mom. But I wasn't mad at her. I just got upset with her the time when she looked at me and she gave me that same look when I was a little kid. When I was a little kid and she tried to push me in that tub and drown me in that tub, I was looking like something wrong. Like something is wrong with you. But I didn't know exactly what it was until I got older. You gonna do the same thing when I'm a grown woman. You gonna try to gaslight me while I am grown. Now I'm not gonna get on here and say, oh my God, I hate you. You're this or you're that. No. When it comes to childhood trauma and you really, really want to leave something behind, most people say don't speak on it, don't do this, don't do that, because basically, like they say, the internet is not therapy. But you have to let somebody know exactly what's going on with you. All right, you have to actually heal from what's going on with you. Now, what happened to my mother happened to her in her childhood. And you have to understand, this is called a generational curse, where somebody wants to control you. Somebody wants to control what other people see. Somebody wants to control what other people hear. To me, this was my experience. And my experience was, oh, hell no. That was my experience. But I don't harp on the situation because I never had like that abuse where it's like, oh, somebody is just, trying to, get all over me and stuff like that. Now, even when we went to like churches and stuff like that, I'm going to tell my story. The only reason why I'm telling my story is because a lot of people go through stuff like this. And as grown people, you're still a little kid when you're arguing, when you're competing, when you're I can tell when people have been through a lot of childhood trauma, or they felt like somebody wasn't listening to them. They start abusing other people. Abusers become abusers. People that abuse people, they like to keep the abuse going, okay? And then there's a situation where people don't want you to say nothing. They don't want you to show up. They don't want you to say anything. They don't want you to, you can let it out, but you have to let it out basically in a very healthy way. Me, I like to move on. I like to move on. All right, you didn't see that. All right, you still love the man. Go ahead and love the man, whatever. And I know that something happened to her in her childhood, but she is the type of person where she don't want to say anything. She don't want nobody to say anything. All right. And basically that is how you cause generational curses, all right, for the women and for the men. Now, for the men, most of the men, oh my God, I haven't seen my father. I haven't seen this. I haven't seen that. For the women, my mother don't understand me. My mother don't do this. My mother don't do that. My mother wasn't a problem unless it was about her man. Everything else, she be cool. But if it's about her man, you got a problem. And you have to basically look at it. Me, I don't put nobody over my kids. I don't put nobody over my child. I'm just not that type of person. So when you're going through something, because everybody tell these stories, all the girls tell these stories, they feel some type of way about these stories, and people be thinking to themselves like, oh, well, you're just another girl telling the story. No, that's childhood trauma. And then when you have your kids, things start happening with your kids. Then you start abusing your kids accidentally, or you stop believing your kids in a certain way. All right. So somebody here could be trying to control you. All right. And somebody needed to hear that story. There could be a lot of grown people here. You know how grown people act like children. They like try to leave you for dead, or everything is supposed to be a competition, or oh, soon as they see you, they make an assumption of who you are and what you're doing. I had to deal with this shit in my house. I know when another woman is thinking something that's tweaked out inside of her brain. Women be tweaked out. When you go around other women, I'm not trying to be funny. When you go around other women, the first thing they think, all right, this is competition. All right, this person right here is doing this. No, that's narcissistic. That is gaslighting. Just like these groups and these people, when you have been abused, when you have been abused, or most women that's over sexual, like overly sexual, have probably actually been touched, and they always got something to prove. All right. Or they always want to lay down with somebody or something like that. Most likely they have already been touched. They have to have a man. They have to have this. They will even put this man over their children. All right. This is some weird shit that women have to stop. Now, the men, they just need some damn help. All right. Because this man, I don't know, drinking and he wasn't thinking. This is why I tell you, I don't give a damn. When a man comes inside of your house, you as a woman, if that's not that child's father and you know this man is not on no type of drugs, you should be the last one in the house sleep. This man should not be sneaking in your kids' room. This man should not be trying to talk to your kids. If a man disrespect you, he gonna disrespect your children. All right. If a man disrespect you, he's gonna disrespect your children. So these women that's over sexual, or they every time you walk inside of a room, oh yeah, you know, this girl right here, she's competition. You got to grow up in a house like that, baby. I know what the hell I see. That's why when people say, "Oh yeah, why did you slow down?" I can see what you don't see. So every leader has a leader. Every teacher has a teacher. Just like her mom, she had a mom. I have a mom. How do you break the generational curse? Is the question. All right, let's get into it. I should have just stopped this right here. But anyways, so I got narcissistic abuse. All right. Everything you do and everything you say, they will twist it. This is not really what happened. This is not really what's going on. Oh no, this person is doing this. You ain't did shit to none of them. And then all of the flying monkeys, they think the same thing. Oh yeah, this person is just going crazy. So somebody here could really be trying to control you, or somebody thinks you're in competition with them. Even if you tell them you're not in competition with them, they still won't believe it. They don't believe it. Like, I'm not in competition with you, mom. I'm not. This is what you have to actually tell people. I'm not in competition with you. And they will look at you like, so did you sleep with him? Did this really happen? What? I think if a person is going to sleep with your person, they're not going to say anything, right? I think if a person was threatened or is really, 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 really scared, they're not going to say anything, right? Right. Okay. So with the childhood trauma, forgive your mama, forgive your daddy. You have to forgive them. They went through something. Some of y'all, they probably told you. Mine didn't tell me, but she went through something that made her just, she don't. My mother, as an air sign, most air signs, not trying to talk about them, but you got high vibration and you got low vibration. But you know how you got these celebrities that make everything look good? They make all of the stuff look good, but behind closed doors, other things is going on that they don't want nobody to know about. This is exactly how generational curses keep going. They just keep going. They keep going on and on and on because you're trying to silence a child. Children always try to tell you the truth. Now, I don't know. That children make mistakes because they need somebody to teach them. And a generational curse is made when, you know how children always tell you the truth? Just like you see the people on here, they cry and they say, yeah, you're doing this to me, you're doing that to me. That anger and that rage is not coming from nowhere. That person has been abused. When you see women in competition with other women, that person has been abused. Something happened to that person. Something happened to that person. When a person always thinks, oh, yeah, I'm sexy and I know it. It's cool to be sexy. It's cool to be cute. That's not a bad thing, and you can't be mad at them for it. Something happened to that child. They're still a child. I don't care if they have children. You could have 5 kids, and this person could be going off, and this person could be doing, little strange things for a little piece of change. But something happened to them as a child to make them act like that. All right. So make sure you heal your childhood wounds. Anyways, so I got one more message. Well, I got 2 messages. So there's somebody could be trolling you or trying to control you here, or somebody wants to be online competition with you. All right. There could be something strange too about a cult or a coven or a group of people. I don't know if this is a sex thing or I don't really want to get into it, but when people join cults and covens and stuff like that, so there could be something about people sleeping with each other. There could be a group of people that's sleeping with each other, or vice versa. It could be a team of people, but something is going on here. So you know how when you see, I did this in the last reading. You know how when you see a pastor that's on TV and the pastor is like, this pastor is in trouble, but it's mostly they're sleeping with boys or they're touching boys. They don't even want the girls no more. These women are so easy. They don't want the girls. They want the boys. Women are a dime a dozen. All right. They want the boys. All right. So take care of your sons. Take care of your just take care of your damn children. All right. If your children tell you something, oh, I'm so in love, I can't leave this person. Are you stupid or are you dumb? Are you stupid or are you dumb? Anyways, let's see what spirit has to say. So somebody here could be in some type of group or something like that. Or somebody here could say that you are a problem. Somebody is narcissistic. They could be gaslighting other people to make you look like you're the problem. This is somebody wants you to be in fear of them, but you don't fear this person. You actually feel sorry for this person. This person thinks that, oh yeah, I won, I'm in competition. No, you didn't. You're suffering. There's people on here that's suffering, and it's not funny. Like, it's really not funny. There's people here that are suffering. Instead of running a daycare, you got grown people that already have children that are suffering. And no, this is not therapy. I done had therapy with the therapist. I had to give her some therapy. She like, well, how you know this? I'm like, how the hell you don't know this? Every leader is not a leader. Every competition is not a competition. Everybody that's talking bad about you is not your enemy. I'm not your enemy. You're not their enemy. All right? So there could be a situation here where you could be dealing with something like this, but it's childhood trauma. If I go and open up a daycare right now, it wouldn't make a difference, because guess what? That child still has to go home. Learn how to have daycare at home with your children. You can go to school and try to help kids, but then you notice that the teacher like, oh no, I can't do this. There's something going on at home. There's something going on at home. Anyways, so let's see. So you could be dealing with a lot of people, or a lot of people could be dealing with you at this time. But whatever it is, it's a lot of childhood trauma. All right. It's trauma. And save the drama for your mama. Say the drama for your real mama. You get what I'm saying? Say the drama for your real mama. That's where your problem at. Your drama is with your real mama. Yep. I know it. Anyways, Archangel Michael, ancestors, please come through. King James, please come through. This is for all of my earth angels. I hope that helped y'all, but that's the message. Spirit, please come through. King James, please come through. Defend them in battle. Be their protection against the wickedness and the snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, I humbly pray, and do thou, O Prince of the heavenly hosts, by the divine power of God, cast into hell Satan and all of the evil spirits who roam throughout the world seeking ruin of our souls. Amen. All right, let's see. Spirit, come through. What do they need to know at this time? Spirit, what do they need to really know at this time? Look out for. So, a personal issue reaches resolution. All right. Cancer's energy, mother energy. A personal issue reaches a resolution. Now, how the hell do that come out? Mother's energy. So, a mother's energy. Spirit, your drama is with your mama. That's what you probably have to tell somebody, especially if you are another woman and you feel like you intimidate other women some kind of way. That's what you're doing. There's a situation where this person don't have a problem with you. They have a problem with their mama. They mama. Spirit, come through. Archangel Michael, ancestors, come through. King James, please come through. Spirit, come through. Spirit, please come through. Okay, so some of y'all, we keep getting the Gemini's energy. Communication is key. You have to communicate what you feel, even if a person is trying to silence you. All right, somebody wants you to be the black sheep, or somebody wants you to be the scapegoat, or somebody wants you. I don't know what my mama was thinking. Maybe she was on drugs or something, but I don't know. She's sneaky. But there's a situation where communication, you have to communicate with somebody here. All right. Some of y'all need to communicate. So if somebody has touched you, or if there's something you have to work through with your childhood trauma, you have to communicate this to somebody. This is how you stop the generational curse. There is a curse on most people's generation. I don't care if you're white, I don't care if you're black. Whatever your ancestors, whatever was going on down the line, these people could have cursed you. You get what I'm saying? There's a situation where if you don't heal your childhood wounds, you are going to curse your children. All right. There's going to be a situation where your children are going to be cursed. So whether, because everybody's on the internet now, you know what I mean? And the internet is not therapy, and the therapist really ain't therapy. So it really don't matter where the hell you say it. But you could be dealing with somebody here, like my mama went through narcissistic abuse or some type of bipolar abuse or whatever the hell it is. But there's a situation where you could start gaslighting your children because you love a woman so much, or you love a man so much. But I don't think most men do this. They probably do something totally disgusting if they are on a lower vibration. There's a situation here where you have to communicate, and this is the way that whatever you feel inside, oh my God, I can't talk about that. Oh my God, I am so fearful to talk about this. Oh my God, I don't know who to tell this to. Oh my God. Tell it to the person also that is actually abusing you. Don't gaslight me. I'm telling you the damn truth. There could be a situation here where you have to communicate with this person. All right. Now, if a person is so in love with a man or so in love with a woman, you don't want your children around this person. You don't want, this is the message for today. All right. Somebody here has been abused. Okay. Whether this is a woman, whether this is a man, whatever it is, as soon as you walk in the room, you are a threat. No, I'm not a threat. Something happened to you. Something happened to you, and you think every woman is a threat. You think every man is a threat, and you think everybody is in competition with you. Most girls that, show something or get a little this or a little bit of that, most of those girls have been abused. Every time they walk in a room, they have to have the perky titties, perky. They have to do this better. This, I know what childhood trauma looked like. All right. I know what childhood trauma looked like. And I know how women work. You see all of these women going on these vacations. This might end up on somebody's story time. But you see all of these women that's going on these vacations with other women, and they come back and I don't even like that bit. I don't even like that woman. That's why the men is sleeping with men. The women, they don't know what they doing. They don't know what they doing. Dickhead. All these women going on vacations, getting into it with their girlfriends. Competition. Something with somebody's mama. Something happened with these girls when they go on vacation. All of a sudden, they was friends before they left. But now all of them hate each other. This is how women work. They gonna slide in a little sneak this here, slide in a little sneak this there. I know what trauma look like. Anyways, Let's see if I can get y'all something out for love. So this won't end up on nobody's talk show. Ooh, we got Leo. Confidence. So is the key to your success. So Leo, all right. So if any Leos, we got Leo, Gemini, we got Cancer. There could be a situation here where confidence is key to your success. All right. If anything happened to you, just be confident. All right. Shit happen to people every day. Now y'all see all of these shows on here. It's like nobody want to hear your story, especially narcissistic people. They're gonna twist. They're gonna twist and spin the truth. Narcissistic people, they just twist it. All right. If they leave you for dead, you leave them for dead. You get what I'm saying? There's a situation where narcissistic people, they don't care. As soon as you enter the room, they like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Let me go over there and get Bobby. Y'all taking trips together. How the hell y'all gonna join a group? How are these women gonna be in a group together? That's why I don't understand Coates and Covens. Y'all are sleeping with each other. What's going on? There's a situation here where your confidence when it comes to love is the key. All right. You can speak about your abuse. You can speak about your partner. You don't have to fall so far in love that you can't see your damn kids. You don't understand your children. You don't start beating on your children for a man. You don't leave your children in a house to go to another man's house with your kids nothing to eat. I know. Oh, that's loud and clear. Your kids don't have nothing to eat, and you over another man's house, and your kids is over there starving to death. Some of y'all need to to heal your childhood trauma. Now, this, like, I know everybody think that the woman that was rapping and she's popular on social media and she want to do this for a man, for some attention. Baby, if you don't see me on here, I'm taking care of home. I'm taking care of real shit. You understand? No, I want to be popular. I want the new guy. I want the new girl. No, you are still a child. Somebody is still a child. Your mama is a child. Y'all dropping y'all kids off at these churches, letting them go into the other room. And this man over here, they feeling on your kids. They over there touching your kids. Break the generational curse. Break the curses. So this person could be trying to downplay everything that you do. It's because of envy. Something happened to them as they're in their childhood. Everything you do, they follow you around like little baby rats. Everywhere you go, every platform you go on, they follow you around, and then they envy you. They twist the story. They twist the narrative. They gaslight everybody. You got all these flying monkeys every damn where. Nobody knows what's really the hell going on. So somebody here could be trying to downplay everything that you do here. But make sure you communicate with this person. Somebody wants you to live in fear, all right? Somebody wants you to fear them. This is narcissistic abuse. They want you to fear them, like they want you to be like, oh my God, I have to move out of my house. Oh my God, I have to do this. I have to do that. It's because they think you slept with a person, or they think that you're doing something to them. You're not. This person has been abused as a child. It's just an older person. They have an older body, but they're still a child. All right. And if you're being abused, it says, look at the big picture here. So look at the big picture of a situation. If you're being abused, or you're in a narcissistic relationship, or you're in a narcissistic group, a family situation, I don't give a damn if this is witches and warlocks, all right? The top person is most likely the gaslighter. You get what I'm saying? There's a situation here where somebody wants you to be in fear. Somebody wants you to, they want to make it seem like you're envying them. Nothing you do or nothing you say, it's like it's not gonna satisfy a narcissistic person. That's why I say when you see certain things, you do have to be quiet. And I don't know what made me at that young age go to school and tell the teacher. So I went to school and I told the teacher, and the police got involved right away. If I would have told my mother what happened to me, hell no, I would have still been living in the house with that man. I would have still been living in the house with that man. Anyways, so, and then you got people out here, they will overlook it. Like, they will overlook it. I hear a lot of women's story out here. Women be out here telling their story, and they have all of these little story times and stuff like that. But as a grown damn woman, I heard one girl say she had it really, really bad because she was adopted. She was adopted and she couldn't get out of the house. And her auntie knew exactly what was happening to her. It happened to all of her siblings. All of the siblings inside of the household was being, you know what I mean? All of the siblings, this man did it to every last one of the girls that was inside of the house. And she couldn't get out of the house. And not for nothing, she didn't tell nobody at the school. She never told nobody at the school. She kept trying to tell all her family members, all the family members. She kept trying to tell them. No, they probably in on it too. All right. So that's the message for you guys today. I hope that this helps somebody because somebody needed this message. All right. Everybody is not in competition with you, for real. No, for real. Everybody's not in competition with you. Something happened to you in childhood where you had to keep on playing this rat race game, and you have to keep on following people around and harassing other people. Something happened to you and you need to communicate it to somebody. Your mother. Your mother. Bye.